Alright, so today is the day that we change out this alternator, and I'll show you the brand new one. I got this off one of my friends that I work with, and he has a parts business out of the United States, Carter's Auto Supply, I believe. Steve Carter, really good guy, really cheap. So we're going to disconnect the battery first. That out of the way. Pull this connector off next. Oh, I see what somebody's done to this. Okay, so this bracket here has to be swapped over to the new alternator, so I'm going to do that. The alternator that I'm pulling out is actually an AC Delco too, which is interesting. I don't have any play in it at all, and I can't really see, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, but when I tested it, it wasn't putting out enough voltage in the last video there. So it seems to spin free. It makes a little bit of noise. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Nothing excessive, but when we had the engine running last time, it was sure making a lot of noise. So we'll put this new bracket on here. It goes on like this using the new bolt. So I've just got this on there, not even hand tight, and then what I'll do is I'll just put this bolt in here just to get it lined up before I actually tighten it up. Alright, now that bolt is on there, I guess I could take out this bolt while I'm at it too. I'm not sure if the mount for this alternator is wrong, but the way that they had that on there with washers and that seems wrong to me. I think they have the wrong bracket up here, because originally this truck had a 305 in it, and now apparently it has a 350. So we'll take that out and put this in for now. Kind of try to get it lined up as best I can. We'll get this bolt in, which is really a pain. Okay. Now I'm just going to be really gentle trying to get this bolt in here. Having the right socket helps. Make sure I don't cross thread it. And it's going in there nice. Already looks a lot better. There's a bit of an offset with this alternator, and this pulley kind of goes sideways. I'm not sure why, if that's to do with the wrong brackets or not enough. The spacer's too long, I'm not really too sure, but it hasn't failed yet, so I'm sure it's fine for now. Okay, just tight enough. Then I'm going to get that belt back on. Pull up on my alternator. Belt is aligned. I wonder if this one will be a more straight fit. That'll be interesting to see. I think that alternator is just different. This looks like it'll thread right in here, so as long as I put some washers on it, this might just be the trick. I'm just going to go ahead and try that out. Yeah, that'll work. I guess the other alternator could have been from a different vehicle, although this one's a reman, and I can't see what brand it used to be. Maybe it was aftermarket and then remanufactured afterwards, I don't know. But hard to say. Okay, so that'll be good enough for now. And then I just need to pry up on the alternator here. If I can do it this way, it's probably not going to work that way. There you go, this way. Check my belt tension. And then I've got to crank down on this. I'm just getting it snug for now. I'll do the rest once I get it in there good enough. Okay, I think that'll probably hold it there for now. It's not enough tension yet. Probably a fair amount of tension right there. this is much better now. So I guess the other alternator was different, or maybe somebody stripped out this bolt or the threads for where this bolt goes before, because it had a nut on the end there and it's not really right. Although I'm honestly not surprised with this truck. I've noticed a lot of little things that are wrong on it. So I'm just going to crank on this again here. That's good and tight, not going anywhere. Now I'm going to put my wires back. And there's a new nut and washer attached. Let's get those all the way back on, and this is a really easy job to do, especially if you don't have any real mechanic training or anything like that. It's really simple. Gives me a bit more room with the wires, and then I'll hold it this time. Okay, that's good. Those have enough slack, they're protected. So that is it. Our belt is tensioned enough. We've got the top one on, bottom one on, wires are connected. Now we're just going to plug in the negative terminal, and then I get to go find my voltmeter and test what we've done. Okay, battery's on. Tight. So right now it's just idling with the fast idle on it. So it'll probably be reading high again, just like last time. Okay, and now with the idle off, I'm getting perfect voltage. So the alternator was definitely bad. The previous video shows how to test it. The truck still isn't warmed up enough yet, so it's running kind of crappy, but this is where we want it to be.